Yeah, so for our spirit talker, Agnes, our settlement, Kelsey, thank you for respect.
Can you stand next to the red lights on the floor?
I heard the number 15. So it could be connected to someone in this room, but it could also be connected to something in space. You want us to leave? We just came to tell your story.
We brought a doll for you to play with. It's over by the bricks. Can you go give the doll a big hug? Did you just whisper?
I heard somebody talk. I figured it was gonna be.
No, didn't you just talk?
Whose son?
I heard a whole sentence of whispering.
Can you change one of the colors on this device on the ground here?
Evil. Maybe they think the lights are evil. They're not evil. They're just lights. Like how the moon makes light and the stars.
Floorboards.
Yeah, it's on the floorboards. Go ahead and touch it. It won't hurt you. It's like the candle.
The candles are hot. This is not hot.
I like using this.
You prefer that? Okay. So who's Philip? You know who Philip is?
Was Philip in the war?
Are you the older woman that's waving to me from the window when I was walking up?
Was this place used for a hospital?
Many lives were lost.
Many lives were lost.
Who jumped?
Calmness.
Thomas.
Calmness.
All MS.
C-A-L-M-N-E-S.
Witness.
Witness.
Who witnessed it? Who witnessed it? You witnessed it? Or did you jump? I know someone jumped. Not mad or angry. We just want to know the truth.
Was it specifically filled belonged to?
I just know it was hurry.
You are courageous. I think you're courageous. All of us here, yeah, we come into dark places, but what you went through was very difficult. All of these lights are right next to me. They're not hurting me. Accident.
It was an accident. Okay. You didn't intend to fall off? You were just rushing to get out? That's unfortunate.
floor.
I'm freezing. Is anybody else freezing? There's like a breeze around me.
I'm walking around you.
Okay. So it's the little boy. There's a little boy by me. He can't be more than 11. Okay, so that's you. Thanks for walking with me. So you know that I told you earlier you could go and touch those lights when you were holding my hand. Why don't you try touching them? You want me to walk over there with you? I can't stand close to them though because I have to make sure that I don't set them off.
We love talking.
Yes, she does.
Yes, I do. I'm glad you're no longer in pain.
Are you sick?
Brilliant.
Was there disease?
Yeah, there's cats down here.
Cats?
Yeah, there's street cats.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Okay. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, baby. So there's a big dude down here. He's tall. Like his head is like up to this duct work. Like he's
He's probably still hunched though, right?
yeah, he hunches over like this. He's got oh, do you remember Andre the Giant? He's got Andre the Giant vibes. Like that's what I see when I see him. The big gentleman, he walked out of here.
There is a male spirit that's known as
Oh yeah?
Angel Alex Sebastian Hill picks up on that.
Yeah, it made me want to walk faster. It almost like some anxiety.
Well, because he's pretty big, so he's got like an intimidating nature.
And then in my back, it almost feels like somebody took a cattle prod and like,
Maybe somebody tried to touch you. I see people hitting things with sledgehammers, like down here. So I'm not sure what they're hitting. It's just like I feel like people can hear things smashing, like something falling, something hitting, something banging. There's a residual energy down here. So there's something down here that makes itself seem scary. It comes off as a shadow person. But it's a male energy. What was that?
that was a knock.
I am not sure. Because they're not here. Came from right in here, but nobody's here.
I think they're distracting us out.
Alright.
I don't know. There's a thump. So there's a shadow looking.
Cough in here after we left.
Did you hear a cough?
Yeah, I heard a cough. It sounded like a kid. Like, you know that deep chest, like,
Yeah. The one they cough in your face,
yes.
and you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I just got sick because of you. Yes, that's exactly what I heard.
So there's a shadow person. He hangs out over here, and he runs through the whole basement.
I mean, you were challenging it.
Mm-hmm. So he's trying to keep us from seeing what he looks like, but it's a male. He's like, all I can get is you know, like you'll see something in a movie and it flashes like one thing and then it's another thing, then it's another, like it goes back and forth between two things and it flashes to the one thing, flashes to the other thing. That's kind of what's happening with him. I'm trying to see him as he actually is, but he keeps pushing back to the shadow. But he's not an actual shadow. For me, when a spirit does that, it's protection. It's to keep themselves safe. So this spirit might have at one point in time not felt safe. But this is a gentleman, he's in his, he can't be more than his 20s. And he's sweating. Again, he has darker hair. I think it's brown, but his hair is wet. So it's like because he's sweating. So it could be dark brown, but it could be like a lighter brown. It looks dark because it's wet from sweating. So there's some men bleeding. They're leaning against the outside wall. So now I don't know who's the soldier. That guy doesn't feel like a soldier. However, he could just be hiding. There's bleeding there. There's hiding here. And then there's like I need, like, something's wrong, I'm in trouble kind of feeling. Like, get away from me, I'm scared. I'm gonna attack if I need to attack. That's all back there on that side. The big guy, he wanders. I don't know, the big guy likes that space over there, that doorway into the room where Danica's walking in. He likes that space, but he's not limited to that space, so you'll see him moving. The one that wants to scare you is the guy that tries to make himself seem like a shadow. That's the one that wants to make you feel afraid. The other guy is intimidating because he's like up here, and he's like Andre the Giant up here, hunched over, like over top of you, and he feels like he's scary. Like if you saw his shadow enter a space, you'd be afraid. He feels like he's like the sound, like the impression I get is he's the muscle. So he was the guy that did a lot of heavy lifting in this space, in this area over here. So if somebody needed something heavy done, if somebody needed somebody to be dragged away, if somebody needed, he was the muscle. He's okay. So he's saying he actually died here. Not in here, he died on this property. I'm asking him if there were animals in here. So, I gotta tell you, I don't know for sure, but all I see are goats. All I see are goats. They're out there I saw more animals, different kinds of animals. But when I ask him about down here, he's only showing me goats. There might have been more, but I'm only seeing goats. So, there's something in this area, and I think that when an area has a lot of different activities, it picks up a lot of energy. So, there's something that like protects this space. So there's something, not protect's not the right word, monitors this space. So, and I think that's why there's like a lot of in and out here. There's a lot of the same spirits that go and come, but there's a lot of spirits that pass through again. So whether it's revisiting or it's new spirits coming through, this place is high traffic. I don't know if I want to say portal, but I know there's something about being close to that river that matters. There's a lot of movement here. So whether it's, I mean, it could just be the people too that come in and out for these businesses, but I feel like the spirits may come with them, but there's a lot of in and out of spirits in this space. In this whole space, not just this basement. So this thing that flies around, watches the space. So if anybody has seen anything that looks like it's flying, or has wings, or it's scary, it's not. It's not. It's just energy flying. So I can't tell if it's like a divine being watching, but there's some kind of energy that flies around this land. And I saw him upstairs. He came in like when I told you I want to see what the basement looks like first before I kind of get an idea of what's going on. But he came, he was up there, he showed up toward the end, and then now like I feel like he's hovering while we're down here. Part of me wonders if it's some kind of Native American thing, but it has, all I see is energy, and it looks like wings. So a lot of the times things like this that I think are watching, like keeping an eye on things. In a way, they're protecting, but they're not really protecting. It's different. It's like reporting. So when I see these kinds of things, I get like it's a lot of people can get scared and think there's something scary.
Were you thinking elemental?
It's possible. I think it's Native American. I really do. I think it's some kind of Native American energy left behind. So something spiritual that they might have believed in brought forward. But it's not negative. So if there's a feeling of negativity, this is not whatever other people may pick up as negativity. This is something different. This would show up and maybe scare somebody, because people wouldn't expect what they're seeing or feeling or experiencing, but it's not like a demon flying around. It's not something like that. It's something that wouldn't harm you.
Would it react to somebody who was doing something wrong with the land, or
It might push an energy, right, to make an uncomfortableness, but it wouldn't be something that would attack you. Alright, so, yeah, but I can see people getting touched. The guy in the back likes to scare people. So, it's just protection. He does it to protect himself, but it's not, he portrays things to trick you.
So Angel had a significant experience down here.
Yeah, I was talking to Dan about it, but when I was doing an Estes method down here by myself, because JD did a session, Alex did a session, I did a session. When I was down here by myself, I had the spirit box going, and I was asking, is anyone down here with me? And then I started to walk out because I didn't get much response, and that door wide open. And that was the most activity I got the entire rest of the day, like throughout my time here. It's like either they wanted me to leave or something, but it just swung right open with no force. There was no wind outside, nothing like that. It was wild.
When I came out of that doorway, I told JD I saw somebody walking out the door. So
The psychic walkthrough, the psychic that we had that was recording the footage said he saw somebody by the door, like almost walking like right behind it, like disappearing like right behind the doorway. As it like swings open, you see something go right behind it, like disappear. It's like something white, short.
But that door isn't opening due to wind or anything. It's pretty decent.
Outside right now, and the doors have been pushing.
yeah, no, it hasn't moved.
Specifically, before the door opened, Angel had asked, "What do you remember?" And then the door opens, and then she says, "Do you remember the outside?"